Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. This is Petal. Oh my goodness. I know that we're all having a fantastic day today. Enjoying our fave who was out last night at the Variety Power Women's Dinner Award. Oh my goodness. As you can see on the screen, she is looking amazing. I love Meghan's fresh face look. Very minimal, everything very minimal. We knew that last year she was nominated. We'll get to that in a bit. And she was going to be honored and all of that stuff. But I wasn't even thinking about this. I forgot all about this event. Last year was the first time I really heard about it. And then with all the strike going on, I forgot about this event. And since the strike just ended, I didn't even, it was just not crossed my mind as to what was going to go on in Hollywood. And so last night, I think it took everyone by surprise. To see photos, all of a sudden photos popped up of Meghan at the awards, Variety Awards last night. And oh my goodness, she looks, look at that face. Look at that. I know there were all these controversies over pictures recently, whether it's bad lighting or deliberate distortions or just bad angle or bad lenses, whatever it is, or malicious doings. all of the above. I have no idea. But it's so great. Here's Meghan. It's like, okay, here's my face. Look at my face. This is what I look like. There's no argument as to what I look like, And I think beige and white has been her go-to recently. And not recently, she's worn it over the time, but a lot of, I guess, her color palette, for the last few months, I think it's been sort of beige and white, and she looks amazing. And of course, Meghan with very minimal makeup. All her beautiful freckles are there all over her face, her body, everything. Just here, this is where I am. I have a almost nude color dress, barely any makeup, just earring and ring, and I think she has a little bracelet on. Everything's so minimal. And with Meghan, it's always like less is more. And it's just so beautiful and so classy and so elegant, and just nothing showy, nothing over the top. And her hair is pulled back in one. Everything just so sleek and clean. And I just love that about her. She just looks beautiful. I am not a fan of particularly the dress, and I think it's just that the part that where it comes off the shoulder. I'm not a fan of that part, and then it sort of like looks a little weird in the back. I don't know, it sort of sits weird in the back. The rest of the dress I like. Just that part, I'm not a fan of that part of the dress. But everything else I like. I love the length. I love the cut. Obviously just sits right on her body. So again, the only part of the dress I am not a fan of is the off-the-shoulder part. And normally I love off-the-shoulder stuff. This one just sort of sits a little weird for me. But the, minor details. Here I am, a fashion person all of a sudden. Not really into fashion. But here I am, a fashion person all of a sudden, a fashion critic. But other than that, oh goodness, look at her beautiful face, looking fresh and tanned, and just, here I am looking amazing at this award. And she seemed to have a great time. She was on the red carpet, apart from fundraiser galas and stuff like that. This is the first. Well, actually, that's not true. When they were in New York when that taxi crazy paparazzi thing happened, that was also an event where it was honoring women, and she was one of the recipients there. And so I'm happy that she was able to come to this one and just really be able to enjoy it. No drama, no paparazzi. Again, nobody really knew she was coming, so nobody knew she was going to be there. So I think she caught everybody by surprise, which is great. And I'm glad they did that. So then it reduces any of the madness that happened in New York. It seems she had a great time. I've seen a few photos of her inside the event. I just saw another one just before I came on with her and Garcelle. I had already put this together. I couldn't go back and get that one too. And Garcelle posted a little video of her. I think it looked like she was leaving. And so Um, she seemed to have had a great time honoring the women that were there. And so I'm just happy for her, happy that she is now out living her life, doing fun things, her and Harry doing their fun things together, apart, and just having a great time. And so I am just, you go, girl. You go. She has her babies. They are fine. Maybe I'm sure they're home with Harry. He's taking care of the babies tonight. And while she goes out into town and enjoy herself with with her colleagues and with people in the industry. I know a lot of people in the industry. As you can actually see, one of the bottom picture there is Leonardo DiCaprio on the foreground, and you see Meghan a little blurred in the background there, and then the others you see Meghan there. I don't know who that guy is that she was taking the photo with at the bottom right. Don't know who he is, but he posted that on Instagram, so I have no idea. It's just a photo I was just like, well, it's a photo with Meghan in it, and she took a picture, so there you go. But it's just I'm like so happy for her. You go, Meghan. You go, Meghan. Doing her fun things. And one of the things that happened is she had a couple of interviews, especially this one was with Variety, actually. Variety, obviously, this is their award ceremony. And so she had a interview with Variety. I think she's the senior entertainment reporter at Variety. And it was really cool. She got to talk a little bit about Suits. She got to talk a little bit about, just what the award ceremony mean to her. And she also gave a little bit of hint as to what's coming up with Archwell, with her and Harry. And I was like, oh, cool. Stuff to look forward to. So I'm going to move my little banner here. So if you have not, subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Click the notification bell. Go ahead and like this video and share this video if you like, and join our channel. So anyway, this is a little bit from Variety about what Meghan talked about in the interview. It says, Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, talks about the success of Suits and the projects she hopes to make. And it says, while Meghan retired from Suits, which aired for 9 seasons from 2011 to 2019, when she got engaged to Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex in 2018, she has since returned to Hollywood, this time as a producer. The former actor and her husband are developing TV and film projects through their Archwell production banner, which has an overall deal with Netflix, coincidentally, one of the streaming homes of Suits to date. The Sussexes have debuted 3 projects with the streamer: documentaries Heart of Invictus, docuseries Live to Lead, and autobiographical project Harry and Meghan. Meghan teases more to come with a focus on titles that invoke emotional responses in viewers. And this is a little bit of what she said. She says things that because they asked her, what the projects would be about. And she says, things that make you feel. At first she said good, but then she said it's so much more than good. It says things that make you feel. And I was going to say good, but it's more than that. Things that make people feel something, right? Meghan said, and feel a sense of community. But we have so many exciting things on the plate. I can't wait until we can announce them. But I am just really proud of what we are creating. My husband is loving it too. It's really fun. And so we have whatever it is Harry and Meghan are doing under their tree in Montecito, and whatever they're creating under their tree, we are really, really, really excited to see. And we know, when we don't hear from them, they're doing stuff. So very exciting, very much looking forward to this. And a little bit more bizarre, talking about Meghan's look. The Duchess of Sussex goes pared back makeup at LA event. California sunshine looks good on Meghan Markle. The royal graced the event in a neutral Provenza Schuyler floor grazing dress and complemented the ensemble with a beauty look that felt especially pared back for the Duchess, who's often seen with a smoky eye and glowing highlighted skin. While she doesn't appear any less radiant, the luminosity of Meghan's complexion comes from within rather than highlighter or compact. It's clean skin that feels fresh and healthy, a complexion that comes from a regimented protocol of facials. Back in 2021, the Duchess named Kate Somerville and Joanna Vargas as her go-to experts on her tick site, and plenty of that California sunshine. And that smile, dare I say, joy and happy and free and not having to deal with the mess of the UK, all of that helps with the luminosity of her complexion, as they said. So it's just wonderful. I mean, you can't fake if you're happy, it just you glow. And she definitely is glowing, whether she is smiling or her face is serious or whatever, or she's focused, whatever. There's that glow in her skin, glow in her hair. We were talking about her hair a couple podcasts ago, how beautiful and shiny it is. You can't fake those things. It comes from, again, also too, as they said, working on, taking care of your skin, but also that kind of peace and serenity, all of that stuff comes from inside. It comes from who you are as a person. It comes from your environment, comes from, whether you're in a place of love and acceptance and peace. And so all of that plays into how you look. And so she looked amazing, and her face is just radiant. And so I think that it all shows. So you go, Meghan, looking all beautiful. As they said, the California sunshine looks good on Meghan Markle. It sure does. It sure does. And a little bit about for our fashion people, Red Carpet Fashion Awards, they posted this with the photo. I guess this is where you could find the Provenza Schuler. I'm assuming I'm saying that correctly. Provenza Schuler leather dress. And I didn't know it was leather. I was just like, it didn't seem like leather, but I guess, or maybe it's the same design and just different material. I don't know. I am not a fashion person, so bad person to look at for this stuff. But apparently the leather dress to this, so whether it's the same price or not, if you want to get the leather, it's almost $3,000. And if all the other sizes are, when I looked at it, all the other sizes are not available, and the only size that's available is a size 4, and you can get, and that will you will get that in February 2024. So you have to wait until next year to be able to get that delivered to you. At least you'll get it before February 7th, 2024. Good to know. But so apparently this is I guess that's the line. I guess maybe you can get different fabric in it, or maybe what Meghan is wearing is leather and I just can't tell. It didn't seem like leather, but who knows? Again, I am not a fashion expert here. I don't have an eye for fashion, so bad person. But I don't know how they find this stuff so fast. But again, they are fashion people, so there you go. So again, she's looking amazing, and if you want to get her fashion, I would say jump on it, because people would be jumping on this stuff. So anyways, someone posted that going to this event is what Meghan and why she moved to California, because this is what she's always wanted and all. And I was just like, Meghan was doing this stuff long before she long before she met Harry. She was doing all this red carpet stuff long before then. And again, she would have done this last year, because last year she was an honoree. But the only reason that she wasn't able to do this is because the Queen passed away. After the mourning period, I think she did the photo shoot, and then I guess they were supposed to do the interview and all of that stuff. And then the Queen passed away. And then, so they had to do all of that after the fact. Or something like that. But this is what she was able to do after we got this, I think, last October or something like that. She did this front page spread with Variety. She did interviews with them. So we got all of these cool little clips from her. And this beautiful spread of all purple, which is my favorite. It's my favorite color. So, and a little bit about from last year, and this is this photo on the left is a part of the interview the interview that she did with them. And so Variety put them into little clips for us to get. And so a little bit about, this is from the article from last year. Meghan lets her guard down on grieving Queen Elizabeth producing with Harry and returning to Hollywood. Says Meghan was set to be honored in the 2022 class of Variety Power of Women, celebrating notable achievement in entertainment and media by women throughout the year. She was to be feted and for both philanthropic and creative work, including a podcast called Archetypes, of which she is the host. Routed through Archwell, the company she shares with husband Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Nearly 3 weeks before press time, though, 8 days after she stopped the birthday party revelers in their tracks at the Ysidro Ranch, the prince's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, died at her Scottish estate Balmoral. The world watched and mourned as the longest reigning monarch in British history was laid to rest and celebrated for what Meghan says was a shining example of female leadership. Following the official period of mourning, Meghan agreed to sit down again for a lengthy discussion about her road to the present. She worries that any comment about the Queen or in-laws will be a distraction from the mourning, but presses on to celebrate the icon. And it goes on and on, and she talks about a myriad of things, including Arch, the podcast, and just even what she and Harry watch on TV. So it was a whole, if you want the link again, I had posted in our community page, but if you'd like the link again, let me know, and I will post it there again, or send the links to you. Or you can just go on Variety on YouTube. It's on there as well. Again, she was supposed to be walking the red carpet and doing exactly what she did last night. She was supposed to do that last year, and again, because the Queen passed away and it was morning, she didn't do any of those things. But instead, we got the beautiful front page and these beautiful photos and all of that stuff. So very, very cool last year, even though she was not, it was disappointing. We would have loved to see her there, and for her to be able to be honored and go on stage and speak and share, but that's okay. So this time I'm happy that she had an opportunity to go and be a part of it. So yeah, and it's funny, not funny, haha, but even when she talked about the Queen being an example of female leadership, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have to disagree with you on that, but that's okay. We all see people differently, and she has an inside track on the Queen that I don't have, so so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Including in this is just this beautiful moment with Fantasia. Fantasia was one of the ladies that was honored last night, and Oprah, as you can see, Oprah was there, and Oprah is all about female empowerment, and so Oprah was the one that really celebrated Fantasia, and she was there to present Fantasia and present Fantasia with the award. And Oprah talked about just how amazing an incredible woman that Fantasia is. And of course, they have that connection with, of course, the color purple. And we know what, and Oprah also shared about what that meant to her, and how the color purple was just such a transforming thing in her life. And the same with Fantasia. And Fantasia did the color purple on Broadway for years here, and she said she's now married. They're now doing a film version of it, I guess a recreation of it, a little different take on the original. And so obviously they wanted Fantasia to come back, and she's like, I don't know, I don't think I want to do that. I am happily married. I'm past that point in my life. She's, she talked about just a lot of the stuff she's gone through, and she didn't know if she wanted. At first she said, no, I don't want to bring up those things in my life again. I'm beyond that. But then she talks about she didn't want to do it because she realized a lot of the things that Celie, the character, brings up, she was suppressing. And so what an incredible thing it is to be able to tell that story, to be able to share her personal story, because she's like, because young girls and even older people like me who've gone through the things I've gone through needed that story. They need to hear that story. They need to hear her experience. And so she is, she's now doing the project again with Oprah. And so, and it was such a powerful thing. And she's like, Go Google my life. I fell down, but but I'm standing up. I'm up now. And so it's oh my goodness, I'm going to post a link to, well, actually, no, I'm not doing those links. If you want the link to it, I will send it to you if you'd like. And maybe I can post it on our community page so you can see that if you have not seen the video of that. It's such a powerful speech. And then she gets distracted a bit when she sees Leonardo DiCaprio, but which was very hilarious. But it was just a powerful speech about someone who has, as she says, she fell down, but now she is up. And so, congratulations to Fantasia, an amazing talent, amazing voice. That woman has struggled through so much, and to see her on that stage in gold, being honored, it's just amazing, 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 amazing. So inspiring. So, anyway, I love it. I just absolutely love to see women being celebrated and honored and lifted up. And yeah, it's what we need. We have to do it. So anyway, that's it. Thank you so much to all of our moderators and all of our friends and Gold Star supporters and 2 cents who support the channel on a monthly basis. Thank you all so much for your support for this channel, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much to Lydia Churchnelli, Black Queen, Cookies and Cream, Karen M, who moderate the channel. Always thank you, thank you, thank you. And a last look at our fave. Oh my goodness. I mean, look at this beautiful face. I am so happy for you, Meghan. I hope you had a fantastic, fantastic time last night. And yeah. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Bye. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.